Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the Freemasons. Freemasons, whether they're a myth or reality, they're actually a real part of our society today. I'm going to go ahead and explain their symbol here. I don't know if you've seen this. You might have seen this on people with rings or hats or whatever the case may be. But the square and the compass are actually architect tools. They teach symbolic lessons. The Freemasons, they have adopted their ideas from stonemasons from way back in the day, excuse me. And also, the Freemasons have a huge role in our society today, as well as some myths that you may or may not have heard. Some of the objectives for today, we're going to do a brief history lesson about the Freemasons. We're going to go ahead and explore some of these common myths, and we're going to learn jaw-dropping facts. This right here is a stonemason. What he did, they've been around for ever since the 1300s. Stonemasons have actually been around before the independence from Britain, obviously. They took their ideology and what pretty much their values and their morals and everything like that from the stonemasons back in the 1300s, 1390 to be specific, on how to elect a leader and as well as hold a constitution for your country. With that being said, the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence have all had signers that are all sworn Freemasons. The Declaration of Independence itself has 8 out of the 56 signers were Freemasons. You have Benjamin Franklin and John Hancock, which some of those that you may have heard. In the Constitution alone, we've had 13 out of the 39 signers, which were also all sworn Freemasons. George Washington would probably be the most popular one that you've heard from there. This is a picture of Washington. This is the 5-point star here. It's closely related to a Freemason or a Masonic symbol, as well as here is the compass and the architect tool that we've seen earlier. The Boston Tea Party, the Freemasons had involvement in that. The Freemasons pretty much were the ones that set up the Boston Tea Party for the Indians to go ahead and raid those British ships and sabotage their ship and throw over all the tea and everything like that. Now we're going to go ahead and open up that book of fact or fiction to decide, or to learn what is actually fact and what is actually fiction about the Freemasons. This is actually a fact. The Freemasons have secret handshakes that they do. You have different handshakes depending on your rank. The Freemasons also have ranks. It goes from apprentice all the way up to a master mason. On the next slide, we're going to go ahead and see the Master Mason handshake in effect. Here we have George W. Bush shaking a foreign dignitary's hand. As you can see here, he's using the Master Mason handshake. Obviously, we can't see the opposite side, but I'm sure that he's using the same exact handshake. The Apollo 13 space mission, the number 13 itself is very significant to the Freemasons. The Freemasons have set up, they're deeply involved into space exploration. Here we have members of the Apollo 13 space mission, which are Fred Haise, John Jack Swigert, and Jim Lovell. These 3 men, they gave their lives for the efforts of space exploration. Whether the Freemasons are involved or not, that is still a myth. However, but there are conspiracy theories that prove otherwise. Jack the Ripper was actually a Freemason. Quick history lesson on him. He murdered prostitutes in Britain. No purpose, just because. What he wrote on the wall, the Jews are the men that will not be blamed for nothing. The way he spelled Jews was improper. Believe it or not, some conspiracy theories say that this was actually a cover-up for the British royal family for a scandal. And the spelling of the Jews came from a Masonic murder from, his name was Haram Abif, done by the 3 ruffians named Jubela, Jubelo, and Jubelum. If you haven't raised an eyebrow yet, allow me to do so now. The Freemasons, like I said earlier, have a huge involvement in our government and society for today. They have the VAR values. Some of these VAR values that I talked about earlier, they elect leaders, and they also have VAR the value of having a constitution in your government. Some of the presidents and politicians that have been confirmed and sworn in Freemasons, you have here George Washington, we have Harry Truman somewhere in there. Pope Francis, believe it or not, was a Freemason. We have Gerald Ford, Napoleon, Karl Marx, which is the founder of communism, and Stalin. Some of our current presidents here, I know they look like they're cool dudes. I know they want to rock out and everything, but the Freemasons, as well as secret handshakes, they have secret hand symbols. These hand symbols here, if you know sign language, this means I love you. Some people take it as rock on, but a brief history lesson on that. Helen Keller, who designed sign language, she was an oculist, which means she worshipped the devil. Whether she created this hand symbol to say, I love you, devil, that's where this came from. This is the devil horn hand symbol. Some of the celebrities you see here, Beyonce, she's doing it as well. Whether or not she's doing it because she's a Freemason, it's her husband, Jay-Z, is actually a Freemason. And you have Shaquille O'Neal here as well. And you have many other famous people, infamous people from history. You have Mark Twain as well. And right here this is their symbol here. I'm a member of one of the oldest and largest fraternities for men in the world. The square and compasses I wear on my lapel for centuries have been recognized throughout the world as a symbol of truth, morality, and brotherly love, and are the virtues that we strive to exemplify throughout our lives. Whether or not you want to believe that or not, it's up to you. I'm just here to show you the facts. Thank you.